What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Movie X Kicks, and I am going to be doing things a little bit different. As you guys know, I am a movie critic, shoe critic, video game critic, and so forth. But as always, you guys know that I'm a huge lover of Off-White and everything Off-White. Today I'm going to be talking to things about the Virgil Abloh's High Art Museum's figure of speech. Now that is a new exhibit that is here in Atlanta, Georgia, and actually it's counting down its final days. So I'm going to be kind of talking about the exhibit with you guys, sharing pictures that we took while I was there. Me and my friend went, Ariel. I'm gonna be showing pictures of her, so when you guys see her, you're gonna know who that is. But I'm a huge fan of Virgil Abloh, and pretty much almost all the stuff that he's done. Now his clothes are a little bit expensive, but I thank God I got kind of a couple of his jackets that before like everyone knew about him, so I got them for a little cheaper. But so during this kind of review, I'm going to be going over what the figure of speech entails, all the things, the pictures that I saw, and basically everything about kind of, like I said, this event that I went to today. And the last day is March 8th, which is this Sunday. If you guys love Virgil Abloh or Off-White or anything of that nature, I would definitely recommend you go check it out at the High Art Museum in Atlanta, Georgia, down on 14th Street. So, like I said, I'm going to be doing things a little bit different. And also, what I'm going to do is after the review, I'm going to be reviewing my entire Off-White collection. So that's like all my shoes, all my clothes, the jackets. I think this would be a good time to go ahead and throw that hat in the ring as well, and share all my favorite Off-White shoes and clothes with you guys. So when we first got in there, they're actually having a sale in Off-White. So I'm gonna try to review and do everything tonight, so I can post this so you guys can have a chance to go get it. Now this is this basically entails of a figure of speech is packed with over 1,900 images and pictures of discussions, contemporary art and history, streetwear, and more, all together in this kind of panel of 496 pages. That's kind of like, basically, like, if you know Virgil, his style is very kind of unique, but basically he basically took all of his most popular things and put them into this book, and it's almost cataloged. It's kind of hard to show you guys some of it. Let's see. You just get like different images of some of the things that he's created with his first brand. Now, if you do not know, his first brand was actually called Pyrex, but that was his first brand before Off-White, and then kind of go before that, then after Pyrex, he went into Off-White. But I just loved this book. I thought it was just unique. Now, it was expensive. It was originally $90, but since we went to the final days, this was actually half off, so this was $35. So this is like, a collector's item. Like, I mean, just look at this, and it has artwork in the front. Like, it's very his style, like, kind of immersed in this book, and I just thought this was just so dope. I was like, I have to get this, and I'll probably like throw it up in the back. This is a real collector's item. I suggest that you guys go get this while it's kind of here in Atlanta. It was, like I said, $35. It's originally like 96, almost $100. So and also what they had at the gift shop was actually postcards. It says advertise here, kind of in the big style that he's kind of synonymous for writing for. This is, like I said, his first clothing line, Pyrex postcard, television. It's kind of weird. I don't know about that one. Now, figure of speech is the name of the exhibit, which he is basically what I'm talking about. So I thought that was kind of creative. And the Virgil Abloh figure of speech, this is kind of like a little caveman type of drawing of him. So I just thought that was dope. So now this is the mission statement that the High Art Museum kind of posted on their website to kind of give you a general sense of what they're going for. Virgil Abloh's figure of speech offers an unprecedented survey of Abloh's creative work, nearly 2 decades, and pulls back the curtain on his process. The exhibition presents prototypes alongside finished work, artwork, product designs, and fashion that reveals his myriad inspirations, from centuries paintings to commonplace construction signs. Running through the exhibit is a emphasis on dialogue, which Abolh creates and through his inventions and use of language in quotation marks, as he's synonymous for using, turning objects in his design and people who wear his clothes into figure of speeches. Thus, so so most of this basically tells kind of what you kind of see the style that he's going for. So even when you first come, the thing I like about it, like everything is Virgil style. Like they were right about in the mission statement, like with the quotations. When you come up, one of the elevators says purist, and the other one says tourist. Both sides say two different things, obviously. And then when you first come in, if you go around the gift shop, kind of is what's here. You can kind of see like all the things that are for sale. Like I said, these are $300 shirts. They're on stuff like $150, if I believe. Some of the figures of speeches, like signs, like $20. Socks, wallets. A lot of different things that will mainly be like, even though I would never pay $90 for some socks. And then they have the Virgil Abolh figure of speech, basically saying, this is the big sign that comes up when you first get in there. This basically is kind of the general sense of kind of what I read, but it tells a little bit like when he was born, yada yada. And then I like this when you come in. It has the caution, perception, clearance. I don't know what the 2.2 M. I'm guessing that's the milliliters. Not milliliters. I'm guessing that's the length that they've broken down, I guess, between the ceilings or whatever. I'm not 100% sure on why exactly they did that. And this kind of is a video of the Pyrex with his first kind of clothing line. That's like a little short video that they did. This is kind of like the first main haul of it. I wasn't 100% sure what this thing was. I'm not gonna lie. It's just some different works, I'm guessing, of his art. Kind of threw me off. Now this was dope. This was for the ladies. You want to go see it? This was for the ladies stuff. I'm guessing this was from the catalog, probably from, like I said, a general census of his catalog from throughout the years, I'm sure. But I loved it. Like, I thought it was dope. Like I said, the thing I love about Off-White, they just kind of, like, an Off-White when you see an Off-White shirt or jacket. Even though they're a little expensive, especially for the material that's used, they're not really that good as far as material-wise for the length and the price that they are. But like I said, this is just one of the little things right here that we saw. I think a lot of them are older, like from his first kind of, I want to say a couple seasons ago. These are kind of high fashion pieces that he's done that's on the wall. I did like that. And this was like a weird kind of CD thing. I almost want to say it's like the Kanye New Slaves CD, because if you do not know, he's from Chicago, so he's real big friends with Kanye West. So I took a couple pictures right there. I like this one. Is if you do not know, he's big into music. He is a DJ, so they kind of have this emphasis, I think, kind of showing homage to his throwbacks to loving music and being a DJ. I really didn't get a chance to read this, but I need to go back and read it to give you more general sense of what it said. But also, he's really big into skateboarding, so that's why I kind of have these rails for skateboarding. So that's kind of like he like that skateboarder style. That's why they kind of added that in there. And this is kind of just a little, like things of different colors. One of these actually shirts were actually for Serena Williams, like it says to Serena. So I thought that was kind of dope. You're obviously in the wrong place. I'm not for sure exactly what all of this pertel is. I really wish I would have got the different video. There's a video and the lights actually flash, so I didn't get I didn't take a video of it. I think I did. So yeah, I just took pictures. I thought it was dope. But and also, if you guys do not know, he actually did a collaboration with IKEA as well. Now a lot of these are really expensive. They actually saw some in the book that were talking about these. I think like think like these carpets were like $500 or $600. So like they just kind of threw it all like IKEA style on the ground, which I do like because if we all been IKEA, this kind of looks like IKEA or some shit they would do. So this is really dope. Like this is kind of something like I said unique that I didn't think that I would really see or really know about. But if you didn't know, Virgil Abloh, he actually is he actually is he got a master's and from his hometown Chicago for a master's in architecture. So he actually designed this whole little architecture of the city of Chicago, the city of Chicago right here. And basically the one in pink is actually the one that he designed, and he designed it with the emphasis of basically kind of he built it so the building would be facing the Michigan river to so give them an obstructed view of the people inside of the river. So like I said, it just like dope creating things like that that you didn't know that he was capable of, or you didn't know about this person. So I just thought that was dope. And this, the money shot right here. These are the a lot of these of the off whites that we have seen or heard about. This is kind of like a palette of kind of his most infamous shoes. Some of them aren't out yet. Some of them are out yet. Actually, no, most of these are not out yet. But as you see, you got the off white Air Forces, the yellow canaries that everyone does want, but they haven't come out. They got the women's fours that are coming out this summer, and they also have the Brit fours that are coming out this summer. So I was just kind of crazy about like that. Like I just thought this was just so dope. And this is kind of like on the wall, leaving out. It has Virgil Abloh kind of with the Air Forces on, obviously the MCAs. So that was kind of just the general census uh, of the exhibit. For those of you who do not live here, I kind of wanted to bring this to you guys so you guys can kind of see what it is I'm talking about, and what kind of give you the Virgil Abloh style. So now what I'm about to do is, now that we've gotten the review of the High Art Museum out the way, I am going to bring out pretty much my whole collection of Off-White and just talk about it. Now I told you guys I was going to be unveiling all of my Off-White, so this is my entire Off-White collection, shoes and clothes. So give me a second. I know it's a lot to choose from here. Yeah, I kind of just had these cluttered. I'm sorry, guys. I just guess I really didn't think this one out all the way. But as you guys know, Virgil Abloh kind of his shoes are just unmatched as far as sneaker reselling. Like they're the most sought after shoes on the market today, especially after the collection drop of the 10 a few years ago, back in I think 2017, 2018. That to me, Virgil kind of started like the real big sneaker hype. But I was a fan of Off White before really the 10. Like I had these jackets and these clothes before like everyone kind of was on Off White. I wasn't really on Pyrex. I didn't too much care for Pyrex, but when he came to Off White and I saw these coats, and I was like, damn, these coats is fire. So I know it's kind of cluttered, but I'm just gonna show you guys a few of my favorite. These are the Hollow Eves. These came out a few years ago. They actually came out around Halloween. I just think these blazers are so dope because of this orange, and they had the with the green shoestrings. I just thought that was like a nice. I thought that was a nice little ad that he did with this little shoe, but also he dropped it right on Halloween as well. And they had the Grim Reapers. I had those, but I sold them. I really don't sell a lot of my shoes, but that's like one of the shoes that I bought, but I really didn't want. And these are the original blazers. So these ones resell for almost I think 1,200 to 1,500. I really don't. It looks like I wore them a lot, but I did wear them back in the day when they first came out, but I hadn't worn them kind of recently. So yeah, these are dope as well. Now a lot of people are gonna hate me for this, but these Prestos, these are like my everyday shoes. Like I work out in these. I do they're even tearing right here. But these are like probably the most comfortable ones. So like I ran through these, like, you know, whatever. I know some people are crazy about that, but these are my favorite Presto. These are actually, if you guys follow me, these were my number one shoe of the decade. I think these Prestos were just so dope. They're comfortable. They're so bulky, but they stand out because they're better than the his predecessors, obviously. But these are the original OG Prestos. Like these almost resell right now on like a dead stock pair of these are going for like $2,000. But mine's are really beat up because, like I say, I do wear these a lot, like because I love them. Like they're just these are like probably my favorite off-white shoes right here. These Chuck Taylor vacuum size that they say on the side. This was like kind of like a different kind of mix to the Chuck Taylors. Like there's only so much you can do with a Chuck Taylor, so why not make it see-through? But the only thing I don't like about these shoes is they're so long. Like these are a 10 and a half or a 10, and they're just like clown shoes because they're just so. But that's the Chuck Taylor style. Oh, and the Vapor Max OG and the sequels right here. I've been wearing these kind of a lot recently, but for the most part I hadn't really worn these a lot. But I do like the OGs a lot better. I just love that blackness and how this black house kind of like that black, but then like that ashy black around the rim of the shoe, and like kind of what the orange and the green, the orange and the green shoestrings to me just kind of make this whole shoe pop. And also you can pop the tag up, pop this tongue up, and it sits under your shoe, under your pants. It just, to me, like this shoe is just so dope. They're like one of the most sought after Virgil Abolh of the 10 shoes, because these Vapor Max they're just incredible. Like, and I'm not even a huge Vapor Max person. I kind of hate the bubble that sitting on these with these, but this is just such a dope shoe. Both of them are real cool. Like so, to me, these Nike Zoom Plies, they are probably like the least resold shoes, like for high value, for some apparent reason. Like people just slept on these shoes. I'm not for sure exactly why they slept on them, but to me these were one of the best shoes he came out with. They're super comfortable. I love the fact that they're see-through. There's so many nuances of this shoe that people don't like. You can see through. It's almost like you can see like the rib cage, but you can see like the inner lining of the shoe. With the blue tab, like I just thought this shoe was dope, and a lot of people slept on the shoe. I don't know why, because of the color of the pink, and they also came out in the black. But this one still is like, only you can get this almost for like $250, $300. And I think it's the most slept on off white. But this is a super comfortable shoe. MCA, as we know, these were kind of probably one of the most hardest ones to get. They came out, they actually never even had a release date. They were pretty much dropped during last summer during the MCA of the Museum Contemporary Art. That's kind of what he did kind of here in Atlanta, how he had this basically his whole style, the figure of speech. He did the same thing in Chicago, and that's kind of when they dropped these shoes. They were kind of exclusive to Chicago or just on the sneakers app. So I just got lucky and had someone that got lucked up and got these for me. So yeah, they're sought after, but to me they're just okay. Like they're just a plain Air Force One. Like it's they were like really do as well as I thought they would do. They're still selling for almost like $500 or $600, but I thought they would resell for that. To me, these were kind of like a dope shoe because they just kind of stood out, kind of with the extra shoelaces in there, and the milky white zip tie. That was something new for us. So this was, and also the box of this was dope. Like it was really crazy. It was like metallic almost with holes in it. Like it was really different. But this was a cool shoe. I haven't worn it that much. These, I think my last two that I have for you guys. Now this is probably one of my favorite and like kind of most sought after off-white possessions. I got this for retail actually because when sneakers app first started, I kind of got this for when they did the first kind of shock drops. I got this on the app, and I actually told my homegirl, and she got a pair too as well. She resold hers, but I kept mine. So like, cause this, like, I don't want to ever sell these. These, like, I wish I got in the red ones, but I just kind of settled for the blue. They resell for almost like $1,000, $1,500, like a dead stock pair. But to me, these are kind of like my prized possession as far as off whites, because this is like one of the first renditions of off-white of the 10, and the hype. So I got it for retail, so you really can't beat that. Last but not least, his last off-white 5, which I wasn't feeling at first, but then after getting these shoes in hand, these shoes are probably one of my I want to say like my third favorite of all these shoes because they're just such like a lot of people sit like the TV. I'm saying online doesn't do these shoes justice. Like you have to see these shoes in person. Like because this you thought it was like black, but it's like really like a charcoal black. I did a review on this. I'm not gonna go too in detail with this. I'll put the link, or you can guys can just click on the video for these. This is my kind of last review that I did. I love these shoes. Like I was gonna sell these at first when I got them, but then like after I got them in hand, I'm just like, yeah, these are staying with me. They also come with a white shoestrings. These are probably like already in my top of 2020 for sure. Like these are probably damn near gonna be almost like number one or number two. I can already guarantee you that. And like I put on my jacket. This is what you guys saw me wearing today. It has it on the back. You can see the back has the off-white. These are really hard jackets to get because I think these jackets are very expensive. Like I said, I got these jackets kind of like before Off-White became Off-White. So I've had this jacket probably almost like maybe 4 or 5 years. I got a couple of the newer clothes. This is the rendition they did with The Simpsons. Got Bart right here. This is a large, so I have to squeeze into this because Off-White runs small. I just love the back. See, I rock these together with the pink, with the tulip one. That's what I rock right this with this. I might wear this. I'm actually gonna go back to the High Art Museum, so I'm trying to figure out which Off-White I'm gonna kill him with on Sunday when we go for the ending of it. I have a lot. You see a lot of the varsity jackets. Off-White. This red one, probably one of my favorites. Who won? And then I have the black one. So I just love Virgil's style. You know how he kind of, like I said, has his own kind of unique flair and style of fashion. But like I said, like this is gonna be it, guys. I know it's a mess. I didn't really plan it ahead of time like I like I thought I was gonna do, but I'm gonna edit all this together. Drop me some comments, guys. Tell me what you guys thought about the exhibit. Are you a huge fan of Virgil Abolh? Drop me some comments. Let me know if you like the exhibit or not of the figure of speech. Also, let me know what your favorite Off-White shoe is. I mean, you have to have a pair if that's a favorite. I do. Like I said. So, as always, Mr. Movie X6 is out, and I'll holler at you guys later. Damn, it's going to take forever to clean up this shit. I got to put all these shoes back. All right, guys. Holler at you later.